Hi everyone, welcome on board to FR0M, where you get the reliable news that is tailored for you, and of course where you can actually comment and interact.
The security situation in Nigeria has deteriorated enormously to the degree that every reasonable person living or having relatives still residing in the country should be gripped with terrible fear. In spite of the gruesome menace and terror unleashed on Nigerians in the northeast by Islamic extremists called Boko Haram, other parts of the country have also been victims of terror that are brandished from the shadow. There have been sporadic terroristic massacre of innocent citizens, destruction of livestock, farm produce, and properties in other parts of the country, mostly the Middle Belt, Southwest, South-South, and Southeastern Nigeria by suspected Fulani herdsmen, or more so, terrorists in disguise. Fulani herdsmen, as victim and witnesses usually call them, have really unleashed untold terror, destruction to vulnerable, harmless, and unsuspecting communities in different parts of the southern Nigeria. Other parts of the north were not absolutely shielded from the terror spree, as there have been scores of attacks on some communities as well that left hundreds of lives wasted. Some survived but maimed, properties destroyed, and buildings touched to nothing. In addition to the above security threats, we have to also look at the jungle justice that have become the norms in the society of Nigerians, especially in southern part of the country. Nigerian citizens, for some reasons we would not review here, have lost trust in the law enforcement and justice system in the country. The Nigerian police vis-a-vis the justice system have not garnered enough reputation and transparency for an average Nigerian to believe in them. And they do not even believe that they would get justice when their toes or rights have been trampled upon. Hence, they have self-launched an alternative justice system known as jungle justice. With jungle justice, average Nigerian becomes assured that those that supposedly offended him or her receive an instant punishment for their offenses without further delay. But more often than not, the punishment from jungle justice can be aggravated, outrageous, and sometimes lethal. People have been killed for committing petty crimes like stealing mobile phones. Some people have been accused wrongly and they've been killed too. There was an incident somewhere in Lagos State, southwest Nigeria, where a man was burnt to death for allegedly snatching a handbag from a lady. The man was accosted and apprehended by passerby as was bidding to flee. Without confirmation, jungle justice was meted on him. He lost his life to petty crime that would have taken him to jail for some months. Worst still, all the prevalent security threats mentioned above did not wield enough reason for one to be phobic onto the recent occurrences in some parts of the country. Now, interception of trucks carrying people that were packed in garb of animals, but in a hidden manner, moving them from some northern states to states in the southern Nigeria, have become the order of the day lately amidst the coronavirus pandemic. Some of them, they claim they are Marjories. They were loaded in trucks in their hundreds from the north, and they are headed towards the south, and we believe that is their final destination. It is worthy of note that while some of these trucks were intercepted, there would have been many that passed through without detection. This means that these disguised trucks that are supposed to carry animals, but you'll find the people from the north are Marjories. They could have been deployed in many unknown destinations, somewhere in the south of Nigeria. The southern Nigeria have been infested with what I might choose to call unknown soldiers, hidden in unknown places for only God knows whatever reasons they are there for. The question that will quickly jump into mind of every rational and thoughtful person would be, why the sudden secretive influx of the so-called Amajuris to the southern part of Nigeria. What is actually or suddenly chasing them away? There are thousands, hundreds from the original states of abode. What is the hidden purpose of flooding the southern Nigeria? Those people in a manner of like a manner that we'll call a Trojan or something hidden. Is there an impending danger that the South does not know about while the Northerners are well aware of it? Is jihad looming? The time that some parts of Yoruba land experienced a century ago, or is it just a politically motivated invasion? Who and who are behind this invasion, and what are the possible benefits? These are the questions. Is there an hidden agenda conspired in the North and awaiting a particular time for them to execute it? The concern about this has brought fear, the fear of the unknown. The southern part of Nigeria should begin to ask questions and demand for equitable corresponding answers. After all, they say stitching time saves 9. The governors of that state, at least one or two of them, are talking about disrupting and putting an end to the Amajiri system. Not too long, in Ogun State, they said trucks carrying 30 Amajiris, another truck in Oyo State, another truck going to Akwa Ibom intercepted. And even if you go to Punch newspaper, you hear you see a title, the Amajiri invasion of southern Nigeria. You go to Cross River, you hear another task force intercepting and sending back trucks of Amajiri. This is serious. You go on Sahara Reporters, you hear things something like Northern Governor agreed to deport more Amajiris, set curfew for interstate trucks movement. Are this not disturbing enough? You hear Kwara State Police Command intercept truck carrying 200 Amajiris. You hear on Vanguard newspaper, 120 Amajiris have been sent back to their destination. You hear in Ogun State, 30 Amajiris hidden amongst Pepe. This is serious. Now, the United Nations Department for Safety and Security has dropped an alert, and this is published by This Day newspaper, on the looming complex and coordinated attacks on the nation's critical infrastructure, calling for urgent review and implementation of these anti-terrorism measures. And if these Amajiris are simply the farm where the terrorists harvest mines to trade, what makes you feel that amongst these people infiltrating the South, these Boko Haram that are being decimated in the North by Chadian soldiers and recently by the Nigerian army, what makes you feel that the ones that are infiltrating and running into the South are not terrorists? They will simply create their hub there and begin to attack. Woe betide the south of Nigeria if you do not act now. Soon, you will have explosives. You will have Boko Haram nest, ISWAP nest, or another name that they might come up with. You will have it there. You will have it right there at your doorstep. And when they begin, it's a pity you might not be able to fight this to finish. They will begin the same business that they created in the North, where the terrorism has not come to an end because you are not ready to shut down terrorism. They want allocations every year to fight Boko Haram. They want to negotiate ransom so that some criminals among them can take a particular percentage before they drop the rest to the terrorists. This might begin to happen in the south of Nigeria. Woe betides the south if you do not wake up. Look at this COVID-19 spread. Is this not also a simultaneous coordinated attack to attack the south of Nigeria? Since they are screaming Babu Corona and their kinsmen are encouraging this, they are not telling them there's nothing like Babu Corona, that Corona is for real. Corona will kill them. Their political office rulers, their political rulers, and their monarchs, their religious clerics, they are not telling them. They are not making it loud. They are not repeating it for them to hear. They keep screaming Babu Corona. It's time for you to wake up. It's time for you to wake up. If you do not wake up, what is happening in the north of Nigeria might end up becoming the same and even worse happening right there in the south at your doorstep. I expect that the southeastern governors come together and create one unified security outfit rather than them becoming mediocres and playing politics with the lives of their people.
I say a very big thank you to those who have taken time to subscribe to this channel, and if you're yet to subscribe, kindly tap on that subscription button and also the red bell icon so you will be notified whenever videos such as this are uploaded.